IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. And tonight we're at Jack Greathouse Court at Lancaster High School for an OCC Buckeye Division matchup between the Lancaster Golden Gales and the Groveport Madison Cruisers. Let's jump right into it, Tim, and talk about these two teams coming in. Right now, it kind of looks like different trajectories. Lancaster's been playing some pretty good basketball. However, Groveport struggling a little bit coming in.
Yeah, they've lost 6 of 7. The Gales have won 2 of 3, but once you hit the conference level, you never know on any given night. It's going to be active and high tempo. I think that Groveport would prefer to create with their pressure. They'd like it up and down. Lancaster's going to try to use their zone to slow things down a little bit and be a little more patient on offense. So it's going to be a battle of wills this evening.
So looking back at this matchup, Lancaster has really struggled over the last 10, 15 years. Since 2013, they've only won 3 times against Groveport Madison, and a lot of that is attributed to, like you talked about, the athleticism, the quickness of Groveport Madison.
Yeah, and just the matchup in general. You have to be really sound of taking care of the ball, and defensively, not only do you have to play good defense in Lancaster's case, you have to rebound the ball well. And Groveport's had some very good players and very well-coached teams in those years.
You had a chance to talk to both coaches. What are their thoughts on tonight's game?
Hey, just what we kind of said. Coach Hampton says we want to get into our pressure. We want to turn the tempo up. He said, but we still have to be patient. When you look at them, they're scoring about 52 points a game. He says we want to take good shots, and we want to make sure that we're patient against Lancaster because Lancaster is going to be patient versus us.
Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. He'll treat you right. We have a great crowd on hand here at Jack Greathouse Court tonight. Before the game, they honored all of the youth players in the Gales Basketball Academy and all, as well as the junior high teams. And boy, I tell you, lots of young ballers out there on the court tonight, too.
That's great to see. I love the smiles on the faces.
Yep. Hayden Allen to jump center for the Gales. Tip is up and controlled by the Cruisers. Jaquan Ingram was jumping center for Groveport. Groveport led by Tyreek Ruffin, all OCC as a freshman last year. That's tough to do.
I don't see him starting tonight.
I think you're right. He's not in the starting lineup. As far as scoring, Josh Moore leads them at 13.6 points per game. But if Tyreek Ruffin is out for any amount of time, that could cause trouble for Groveport. Here's Colton Bruni for the Gales. He'll give it right side, swinging around to Ailes, back to Bruni. Here's Bruni on the drive, little running jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jaquan Ingram. Cruisers having a little bit of trouble keeping control of the basketball. They get a nice dump inside to a wide open Jaquan Ingram for 2.
Great pass by Ronye Wilson, Jared.
And a turnover by the Gales. That's one thing that Lancaster's had trouble with all season.
A little high on the turnover percent. You know, it's at 20. You'd like to have that down anywhere from 12 to 15% overall, especially unforced errors.
2-0 Groveport. Lancaster playing their traditional zone defense, which is one of the things that Coach Hampton talked about, adjusting to that zone. Good defense there, tips it out into the hands of Colton Bruni. Here come the Gales. Shot put up no good by the Gales. Ailes with the rebound.
Yeah, good hustle by Cannon right there.
Ball tipped into the hands of Hayden Allen. Gales down 2-0, 6:33 and counting here in the first quarter. Here's Eaton. Swinging around up the top. Bruni on the drive. His shot's no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, versus overplay, you've got to have a lot of activity offensively. Either back cut versus denial, and I like what Colton did there. You put it on the floor and beat the ball pressure.
Coach Riggs been impressed with the progress that he's seen in Colton over this year.
Well, I think overall, we see him from year to year every time doing a game or two, and he's gotten bigger is one thing, Jared.
Yeah.
But this is an area where Colton really needs to get his focus going because he's a good scorer, he's a good shooter, but his free throw percentage is not where I feel it would be as talented as he is, and he knows that. Nobody knows it more than him.
Misses both of them on that trip to the free throw line. Rebounded by Clay Patton. You saw a shot of Coach Riggs over on the Gales bench. Right beside him is Caden Landis, new to the coaching staff. Really big addition to the coaching staff. Of course, he had a great playing career down at Logan.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been a big asset to Coach Riggs' staff. Coach Riggs isn't going to have, most of that hair is going to really get whiter as this goes on,
Thomas brings it up the court. Man-to-man defense from the Cruisers. 2-0 the score. Groveport with the lead.
Cut through. Once you're overplayed versus pressure, Groveport's playing very hard, very, very schooled defensively.
Bruni looking for a cutter. Dumps it inside, but nobody was cutting there. And it's out of bounds back to the Cruisers. You talked about the size of Bruni. From the time we saw him as a freshman, he has definitely shot up. He's listed at 6 foot right now.
Yeah, he may even be a little taller than that. It makes a difference on the top of the zone, too, because the ball pressure with his length and just get deflections and those things matters.
Wilson with the basketball, gives it to the top of the key. Clay Patton just going to fire up a jumper, no good. Good rebound by Cannon Ailes.
Yeah, that's what you got to have, the defensive boards right there. Cannon's got to get really more aggressive on the boards. He could be a good rebounder.
Really tight defense by Josh Moore. That's what you can expect with this matchup. Groveport's going to play tough, in-your-face defense.
Well, as Coach Hampton said, I'm a defensive coach first. And that's fine, and you can see that there's been some emphasis on how to sit down and guard and help.
Here's Coach Lamont Hampton. He is in his 4th season at Groveport. Coach Riggs in his 8th. Hard to believe he's been at Lancaster for 8 years.
I know.
After how many at Canal Winchester?
27, I think.
Wow. The man loves basketball.
Yes.
And loves teaching kids. Shot at the top of the key, no good. Skying for the rebound is Ingram, and he puts it back up and in.
You get the shot you want, but that's what will beat you is not blocking out and get on the defensive boards.
These two teams met back in December, and it was won by Groveport Madison by, I believe, just 6 points. Gale struggling right now offensively to find a good shot. Credit Groveport's defense. 4-0 Groveport, 4:17 and counting here in the first quarter.
There you go.
Bruni on the drive inside the paint, shot up and in.
Yeah, a little mid-range off the dribble handoff. That's a good play for them. Groveport did not switch that. Gave him a little opening.
Moore bounces to the top of the key to Patton. Now left side, Ronier Wilson.
Yeah, and your back line of this zone's got to be active. They got to talk, Jared. They got to communicate. See a little communication there, and there you go.
Hayden Allen, nice job jumping in passing lane and stealing the pass away.
I think it's the first 1 to 50 wins tonight, honestly. Whoa.
And almost went sailing out of bounds. Bruni hauls it in. Here's Eaton. Eaton just going to take the jumper on the baseline. No good. Hayden Allen fighting for the rebound. Here's Thomas for 3, and he got it. And a timeout, Groveport, as the Gales on a 5-0 run to take a 5-4 lead with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. Here's a Dagger Law replay on that 3 from J.D. Thomas.
Yeah, good time to shoot it off an offensive rebound while the defense is regrouping. J.D. jumps up and shoots it with confidence.
Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Look at the Lancaster student section out in full force tonight. Really an impressive crowd. I know that it's youth night. However, the girls are actually playing tonight as well up at Groveport, something that we've talked a lot about. Some of these leagues now playing boys and girls on the same night. It's really kind of disappointing that they do that, because you're forcing kids to not be able to go out and support one another.
No, I think it really takes a toll on your student body, honestly, because they're not at most of these things.
Yeah. Another example, Hayden Allen's parents are split up tonight. He's got a sister that plays for the girls team, and of course he's playing here tonight, and they're forced to miss one of them.
Yeah, it was a great high-low look out of Groveport. Coach Hampton getting them to execute and just missed the layup.
Thomas, right side to Ailes.
Nice cut.
Nice cut. And Ailes found Hayden Allen for the 2.
Well, the thing they have, Lancaster does not really have a big guy, but they have some kids that have some length, Jared, and they can throw over the top.
Whistle and a foul is going to be called on Lancaster. They get it on Hayden Allen. That's his first. Groveport with the basketball, looking at that 2-3 zone. Here's Ingram. Has it tipped and taken away. Ingram with 4 points on the night. Ailes have picked up some good defense here in the last few trips.
Yeah, just active hands, getting deflections, Jared. Now you got to execute in half court versus ball pressure. You got to make good cuts.
Bruni, long 3 off the iron, no good. Good hands in there, tipping it into the hands of Hayden Allen. Here's Thomas.
Just put it on your hip, take your time, and look and see what the defense is giving you.
Eaton, right side. Give it now to Ailes.
They'll be strong with the ball. Good job defensively by Groveport. So you got to be out. You got to outpatient them, Jared, and they didn't do that.
Quickly the other way comes the Cruisers. Jeremiah Moore, and it's out of bounds. Back to the Gales. Subs coming in for Lancaster. Tyler Carpenter checking in, as well as Gabe Boyden. As you watch this Dagger Law replay, good hustle back by Cam Eaton. They're going to let him play tonight. And now we've got a whistle and a foul in the inbound. Savon Dennis, that's going to be a second.
Yeah, that's the right call. I mean, he grabbed the jersey, but the bottom line is when it comes after the play, sometimes you get a little bit of resistance from the bench.
Right. Boyden inbounds to Bruni. 7-4, Gales with the lead, minute 35 to play in the first quarter. Bruni gets it right side to Carpenter. Swinging around now. Nice move by Bruni. Now Carpenter right side. Dump inside, nice pass to Allen. Allen, a nice give again to Boyden. Now a 3 in the corner. No good for Ailes, and rebounded by the Cruisers. Here they come. Kamar Keys. Wow. Just strong to the hoop.
Yeah, really good drive. Straight line. Here we go. Run on the make.
Whistle and a foul, and Cannon Ailes going to go to the free throw line.
I like that Lancaster did that. I mean, once they score, if they go to celebrate, we're going to push it up and see if they're ready. That's a good way to get the ball up the floor and score. You don't have to shoot it fast either, Jared. Just get it up quick.
Foul was called on Clay Patton. Ailes' first free throw, no good. Gales are 0 for 3 tonight at the free throw line already.
The Colton and Cannon have struggled from the line, and they're really too good to be struggling. But you can't change the past, but they can change the future.
Second free throw also no good. Cruisers quickly the other way, under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Yeah. Now that's
nice shot there by Tyreek Ruffin.
Yeah, you saw the explosion as he got by the pressure. Here's the sideline break.
Nice pass, and Hayden Allen finishes it.
Yeah, good job there by Cannon Nails, getting the ball up the floor, penetrating, and a good finish by Thomas there.
9-8 Gales.
I said Thomas, that was Hayden Allen.
Here's Ruffin, down to 22 seconds and counting. Moore now. Gets it to Keys. Three in the corner by Moore, no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Groveport with 7.4 on the clock.
Again, you're getting the shots you want to give up. You're getting the miss. Watch Ruffin here. See the explosion and then the strength to score over bigger people.
Yeah. Ruffin to inbound. Lobs it into Jeremiah Moore. Down to 5 seconds. And it's almost taken away, down to 2 seconds. Josh Moore, no good. And the Gales will take a 9-8 lead at the end of one.
That is exactly the tempo that Lancaster wants to play. Groveport needs to get it stirred up a little more, and you might see some full court pressure coming. And with that being said, let's thank Buckeye Lake Marina. If you're looking for a new boat, a great pre-owned watercraft, or a place to get parts for your boat, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. More information can be found at buckeyelakemarina.com.
Tim, when you talk to Kent, Coach Riggs over this past week, he said one of the areas they need to improve on is handling pressure defenses.
Absolutely.
And of course, that's what they're getting tonight. Well, they struggled a little bit early in that quarter, but I think they took the time out, and I think they adjusted some things. They did a lot better at the second half of that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you're in game, what, at this, 15? At this point, is that what it is, game 15? You ought to be able to deal with that because you see it a lot. We talked about Groveport's pressure. You're going to get it from Pick Central. You're going to definitely get it from Reynoldsburg in this conference.
Right.
So you've got to play versus pressure.
Gales are coming in at 6-8 overall, 2-4 in the OCC Buckeye. Groveport 6-9 overall, 1-5 in the OCC Buckeye. That one win was against Lancaster back in December. They beat them 47-41 on December 22nd.
That's what I said. If somebody can get to 50, you got a shot.
J.D. Thomas to inbound for the Gales to start the second quarter. Here's Bruni looking at that man-to-man defense from Groveport. Bruni, baseline, spin move. Nice move by Bruni. Shot no good. And rebounded by Jaquan Ingram. Josh Moore now the leading scorer for the Cruisers at 13.6 points a game. Still nothing in this game. Ingram, his pass to Kamar Keys. His shot swatted away. Nice pass to Boyden, and Boyden got it to go.
Yeah, good job of running the floor and getting a layup. That's big because they have to find other ways to score, Joe. They haven't shot it great. Turnover rate's a little high. You got to find ways to get baskets.
Three at the top, no good. Here's Moore. Back up with it strong. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled. He's going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the third offensive rebound off a half-court set, and you just got to do a better job. Playing zone, you got to talk. You got to know who you're blocking out, when the shot comes from certain places, and that just requires communication.
J.D. Thomas called for the foul. It's his first. That sends Josh Moore to the free throw line. First one's no good. Both teams struggling from the line already tonight.
Yeah, get that lid off there when they get to the 15-foot mark there.
Got the second one.
Here comes the full court pressure now, able to set it up. Now they'll play straight man like they are right now.
There's Carpenter. Now Thomas. Thomas with a 3 earlier in the first quarter. Here's Eaton from way out there and got it.
Now, he's really come on here lately as a sophomore, Jared. He's got some skill set, and he's playing with confidence. That helps him offensively.
14-9 Gales. Nice dump underneath. And another strong finish by Keys.
They've done a good job with their little high-low interior passing against the zone.
Carpenter will bring it up. Looking at that man-to-man defense from Tyreek Ruffin. He's got his hands all
yeah,
over
yeah,
him.
That's a foul.
All over him.
Yeah, those are fouls, but they're not calling it, so you got to play through it.
They have let him play tonight.
They're
being consistent.
It has been. That's a foul.
Bruni from way out there. No good. Here comes Keys. Keys. Nice dump. And the finish by Jeremiah Moore.
Yeah, I had this discussion with a few coaches last week. I was at a game, whatever. And you see the replay. Watch here. Watch how they run the floor. Good job by Tyreek.
Really nice
and
pass.
the finish, yeah. But the bottom line is in my opinion, you take the skill out of the game if you don't protect the ball.
Right.
You have to protect the ball handler and you have to protect the shooter, Jared. The other stuff I'm fine with. Like, if they put their hands on, those are fouls.
Here's Carpenter. He'll take a screen from Eaton. And it's stolen away. The other way, scoring, it's Jaquan Ingram.
Yeah, that's when the Cruisers are at their best, Jared. Playing full court. Here we go.
Groveport Madison back up by 1. Here come the Gales. Boyden, nice move. Couldn't get it to go. Bruni, the tip in.
Yeah, good hustle by Colton Bruni right there.
Back and forth we go.
Yeah, I love attack and pressure.
And traveling violation. Cannon Ailes checks back in for the Gales. So does Hayden Allen.
I'll tell you this, I'm not sure it was because you get a step and a half, but it looked like it.
Yeah.
And that's what traveling calls are a lot of times come up.
The other thing, too, he was at a dead stop. He was just standing there and then took the step. I think that made it look even more egregious than it was. Ailes is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line.
And again, had he not swatted, again, it looked like a foul. I don't know if it was. I'm not over here to do this, but watch.
Here's the travel.
Yeah, that's just, they get first downs for that in the fall. That's just a little too far.
Yeah. Foul was called on Jaquan Ingram. That's his first. Cannon Ailes back to the free throw line. Shoot 2. That one looked a lot better than his first 2.
He has a good stroke.
Yeah.
But the free throw line is a mental thing. You got to go up there, block it out, and you go through your mechanics and just put it in. Like I said, he and Colton both are good enough to be really good free throw shooters.
There's a good look from the floor, from our floor camera run by Tom Russo. Second one no good. Rebounded by the Cruisers. Gales up 17-15. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Ruffin wrecking some traffic.
Yeah, they're sharing the ball to handle the pressure.
Ingram inside the paint. Has it stolen away. J.D. Thomas takes it for Lancaster.
He just hesitates in there a little bit, Jared. You got to put somebody in the middle that's comfortable with the ball.
Ailes picks up his dribble, gets it now to Allen. With Bruni not on the floor, not a lot of confident ball handlers, I guess we should say.
but they're able to, if they protect the ball, tuck the ball in your hip.
Eaton inside the paint, his shot's no good.
Yeah, it's not a good choice.
Ruffin brings it the other way for the Cruisers. Here's Moore, strong to the hoop, no good. Nice rebound and follow is no good. Moore again has it swatted, this time by Allen. Three looks at the hoop from underneath the bucket for Groveport. Couldn't get any of them to go. I don't think they used the board at all that time.
They tried. They're not a very big team. and they're a younger group.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're really active on the offensive boards. They've missed some pretty simple shots, in my opinion.
Tim, we talked about the girls playing tonight as well against Groveport, up at Groveport. Dusty Miller's got his team playing pretty well this year. They're 11-7 right now overall. They are 3-4 in the league. They had a big win last week here at home against Newark.
They beat them pretty solid. I was shocked when I saw the score.
So Dusty's got them playing well. They're playing tonight up at Groveport. Several other games going on tonight. On the boys' side, New Lex at 13-3. Traveling down to Logan, take on the Chieftains. Amanda Clear Creek's at Fairfield Union. Hamilton Township at Liberty Union. Big one in the Mid-State League Buckeye. Bloom Carroll at Tays Valley. Bloom Carroll at 10-5. Tays Valley 11-3. That's 1 versus 2 with Tays Valley leading that division. Central Crossings at Pick Central. Dublin Scioto at Canal Winchester. And Westland at Pickerington North. Those are the boys' games going on tonight.
Well, when you look at the OCC Buckeye here, and next year it's going to change, but when I look at Newark, Roundsburg, and even Pick Central, whose record isn't that great, all three of those teams are in this division, and they're capable of being a Central District champion and making it to regional division.
Yeah.
They are. They're that good, Jared, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Whistle and a foul before the ball's even inbound. That's going to be called on Ronier Wilson. That's his first.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good call. That has to be called. Or you won't have a chance. You're going to turn it into a brawl.
Yeah. Eaton gets it in to Bruni.
Look down the floor.
Thomas has it tipped and recontrols it to Eaton.
There's no bigger time, Jared, that the pass fake should be a part of the game due to pressure.
Yeah.
You have to be ready to, and that right there, you got to be very careful. Good hustle.
Uh-oh, it's out of bounds, and it'll go to Groveport.
Well, their pressure will make you do some of those things, but you got to be confident, slow down, tuck the ball in your hip, and use fakes, pass fakes, even foot fakes.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Foot fakes work a lot, and when they're trying to run pick and roll, they need to use more foot fakes just to gain a step.
Shot at the elbows, no good. Hayden Allen for the rebound.
Good job. Contested the shot and got the board.
Tell you what, they might not have the size that Groveport has. At least, on paper, Groveport has a lot taller guys as Cannon Ailes drains a three. But they've got some guys that can jump. Hayden Allen's doing a great job rebounding.
He is. He's playing well in the middle of that zone.
Ailes with 4 points tonight. The Gales extend the lead to 5 at 20-15. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Wilson with it, and a timeout going to be taken by Groveport.
Yeah, watch the replay here. Cannon just takes one dribble, jumps up, and shoots the ball. And that's what I mean, that he has the ability. So for him not to be a good free throw shooter is kind of puzzling, actually.
Yeah. Tim, you mentioned realignment of the OCC Buckeye. Talk about what it's going to look like next year.
Well, Central Crossing is going to lead, but next year you're going to have Canal, Logan, and Tays Valley in this division, along with Groveport and Lancaster, and of course Roundsburg, Central, and Newark. So it's going to be interesting to see those additions, and you have an 8-team league that way.
Yeah.
There's 14 games right there in your schedule built in. So it's going to be interesting.
There's a look at the OCC.
Now this is how it currently is.
Yeah, on the
right
right there
now.
you see the Buckeye.
Yeah.
2:30 to play in the first half. Gales up 20-15. Nice dump inside. Jaquan Ingram scores it. That's 8 for him tonight.
Well, I think with their high-low, you've got to take the guards and not worry about that three until they make one, Jared. You got to take that high post away. Groveport's done a really nice job getting the ball in the mid-post.
Bernie gets it to Boyden and tried to get it to Allen, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gales.
Got to be a little stronger when you go there. Watch the high-low. Look where he is. The guards are out wide, Jared.
It's a nice pass by Keys.
Well, Hayden Allen can't guard both.
Right.
So what you got to do is bring the guard back and match up to help take that away.
Carpenter thought about the three, doesn't take it. And now he's tied up, needs to get rid of it. And it's tipped. And it'll stay with Lancaster.
Yeah, you can't pick the ball up. You've got to be confident with what you're going to do.
Clay Patton checks back into the game for the Cruisers. He replaces Kamar Keys, who's played really well in this first half for the Cruisers. That's a weird spot to inbound, down in the corner like that.
It's tough.
Get it to Bruni. Bruni,
Yeah.
up and in.
Good job of going strong to the basket.
Yep.
Colton staying lower offensively, which gives him more explosion.
Moore, little up and under, can't get it to go, but right there for the follow is Jaquan Ingram.
Again, that's been,
Give him 10 in the game.
just catch the ball and slow down. When teams play and try to speed you up, you want to play slower. And that just comes with confidence and taking your time.
Boyden gets it to Bruni. Bruni, little spin move. Shot's no good, rebounded by the Cruisers. Here they come quickly. Tyreek Ruffin for three, no good. Hayden Allen the rebound, but tipped away. And are they going to get a foul on Moore? I think so. Or check that, Patton is called for it.
I mean, until they make some of those shots, Jared, I'm going to give that up.
Yeah.
They've really hurt them high-low. Make them make one.
Yeah, they do not have a three yet tonight. A made three, that is. Gales inbound, the full court pressure. Here's Ailes. Dump to Boyden. Ball loose on the floor, taken by the Cruisers. And again, it's Jaquan Ingram.
Yeah, slow to get back. You know, Coach Riggs going to have to look at that. They're slow in retreat right now. Had a couple guys trailing.
Pulls Groveport to within one at 22-21, under a minute to play in the first half. Here's a dump to Allen.
Catch the ball, take your time.
Down to 38 seconds. Boyden now. Bruni picks up his dribble, gives it out top to Allen.
Yeah, that's good. They've reversed it twice. And I tell you what Carpenter did there that helped. He used a foot fake, Jared.
Yep.
That got him off the screen. Simple.
Groveport with the basketball and a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here's a three in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Carpenter. Here comes the Gales with 10 seconds. Bruni. Nice move, Bruni. Shot no good. Controlled by the Cruisers. They've got numbers here with two guys down for the Gales. Back the other way. And it's put up and in right at the buzzer by Josh Moore. The Cruisers will take a 23-22 lead into the locker room.
That's how they want to play. Get you play fast. Maybe take a marginal shot. I like the attack of the basket. I'm not sure I like the finish by Colton. Go a little stronger, a little more certain, but that's how Groveport loves to play. Yep. They get out and go. They run the floor very hard.
We're at halftime here at Jack Greathouse Court. We're going to take a timeout. We come back, we'll have all of the first half stats and analysis as you watch the replay of how the half ended. It's 23-22, Groveport on top of Lancaster. We'll take a timeout, be back with more on the high school basketball game of the week. Stay with us.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Taylor with Habitat for Humanity of Southeast Ohio. Here at Habitat for Humanity, our mission is simple. We bring the community together to build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. Achieving this mission is made possible with the support of generous local partners like the Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye will make a donation with every vehicle sold this month. From all of us at Habitat for Humanity, we say thank you, Buckeye, for once again offering your generous support.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Where can I find advanced heart care?
When you choose Fairfield Medical Center for your heart care, you'll find confidence in our expertise and peace of mind in our compassion. Your health is important, and our heart and vascular experts specialize in the latest technology and treatments to keep you feeling your best. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait!
Welcome back to Lancaster High School's Jack Greathouse Court. At halftime, Lancaster trails Groveport Madison 23-22. Let's take a look at some first half scoring. First of all, for the Golden Gales, Gabe Boyden finished the half with 2 points. J.D. Thomas had 3. Cam Eaton had 3. It was Cannon Ailes with 4. Hayden Allen had 4, and Colton Bruni leads the way for the Gales with 6. Again, it's Boyden 2, Thomas 3, Eaton 3, Ailes 4, Allen 4, and Bruni with 6. For the Groveport Madison Cruisers, Tyreek Ruffin had 2 points. Jeremiah Moore had 2. Josh Moore had 3. It was Kamar Keys with 4. And Jaquan Ingram leads all scorers with 12 points. Once again, Ruffin 2, Moore 3, Jeremiah Moore 2, Josh Moore 3. It's Keys with 4 and Ingram with 12. That's where we stand 23-22 here at halftime. Quarter by quarter scoring. Lancaster led after 1, 9-8, and then held the lead for the majority of the second quarter, but right at the end of that second quarter, Groveport went on a run to take a 23-22 lead. They won the second quarter 15-13. We're going to take another timeout. We come back, we'll have all of your second half action of the high school basketball game of the week.
How much can you afford to spend on a home? That's a good question. I'm Desi DeJohn, Assistant Vice President and Mortgage Loan Officer at the Savings Bank in Lancaster. It's important to know how much you can afford before you contact a real estate agent. Factors such as income, credit score, debt, and down payment can help determine how much a bank can lend you to buy a home. Getting pre-qualified is the best way to find out how much you can afford to spend on a home. You can apply to pre-qualify online anytime at thesavingsbankohio.bank.
For the last 30 years, I've worked in Fairfield County. The beauty of working in this county is it's small enough that you get to know people on an individual level, that you get to do the kind of work you want to do personally, but it's large enough that we have some resources and we have some ability to bring coalitions together to make some bigger changes.
You have the benefits of a suburban community, and Columbus isn't too far away if you want to get that urban experience. Plus, if I ever feel like I need to get away for a little bit, there's tons of great hiking around here.
Well, Fairfield County is just a really different county, so it's very resource rich. There are so many people in similar and overlapping helping fields They make excellent community partners.
We all know each other and we don't compete with each other. Like agency-wide, we're all here to serve our clients, and you know someone everywhere, you know what I mean? And so that, I just feel like that helps it to get our clients the best care. So that's a big thing for me.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
We here at Fairfield DD wish you a happy new year. March is right around the corner, and with it comes Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. This year, Fairfield DD is excited to share that we will have a variety of events to mark this important month. Our 14th annual Celebration of Possibilities will be held on Wednesday, March 20th at 6 p.m. at the Wigwam Event Center in Pickerington. So save the date. Join our mailing list or follow our social media so you can stay up to date on all the happenings.
Bay Food Market is Fairfield County's source for high-quality, locally sourced meats. The meat case is always full of quality fresh beef, pork, gourmet burgers, and gourmet brats for you and your family to enjoy. Bay Food Market cures and smokes their own hams, bacon, and sausage. Visit Bay Food Market at the corner of Maple and Walnut Streets in Lancaster and discover the Bay Food Market difference. Open daily 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed Thursday and Sunday. Bay Food Market, proudly serving Fairfield County families for more than 90 years.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.
And we welcome you back to Lancaster High School. Just about set for second half action. Lancaster trails Groveport 23-22 here at halftime. Want to give a shout out to our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. Doing a fine job as always. Josh Messerly, Donnie Ziegfeld, Shane Messina, and Tom Russo. Those guys, they've got the hard job, Tim. We have the easy job.
Hey, we do the pre-work, we come, and we're all ready to go.
And before we get started, I want to invite you to tune in next week. We've got a big one on the girls' side. Bloom Carroll will travel to Amanda Clear Creek in the Mid-State League Buckeye. That's going to be an outstanding game. Amanda got them at Bloom Carroll earlier in the year, and that should be a fine one next week.
Two very good teams.
Underway here in the second half. Groveport leads Lancaster 23-22. It'll be Tyreek Ruffin starting with the basketball for the Cruisers. He'll get it to Keys, who had a really good first half.
Yeah, but I see the adjustment. They're all over here.
Yep.
Take away that high post because they haven't made a three yet.
No, they have not. Ruffins goes in and out. Here come the Gales. Eaton sees a wide open lane, going to take it and have it stripped away, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gales. Just really didn't even get a shot off.
No, the defender got the ball at the waistline.
Yeah. Bruni to inbound. Gets it in the corner. Three for Ailes, and that's off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by the Cruisers. Here they come quickly the other way. Ingram strong to the hoop, no good. Got his own rebound, and he's fouled by Cannon Ailes.
Again, the Gales had a couple players retreating slow in transition. You must sprint the floor versus Groveport. They're going to come and attack the basket. You know, when I talked to Coach Hampton, he said one of their strengths was attacking offensively. They go to the basket. Along with their defensive pressure, he just felt they've done a really good job in both those areas, and tonight we see evidence of it.
When they get a defensive rebound, the guy that gets it is immediately looking for that outlet pass.
You just have to sprint the floor.
Yeah. Free throw up, no good for Ingram. He'll get another. Second one's up and good.
Just man-to-man. Here's running what we call run and trap. Got two people, Jared, and getting the trap.
Yeah, he's definitely trapped right here. And it's tied up, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Gales.
Get you on a sideline and put you in a trap and a pickle. It's kind of that's a zone you don't want to be in across half court.
Ailes to inbound, gets it into Eaton in the backcourt. Eaton.
They've just got them out of sync offensively,
They
Jared.
do,
They're
definitely.
just not comfortable.
Nice backdoor cut.
And that's what you have to do.
Nice cut by Ailes and a good job by Cam
Yes.
Eaton to find him. Tied up at 24. Right side. Cruiser's kind of stagnant right now, just standing around. And that pass is tipped out of bounds.
Well, when they're not moving offensively, that's the Lancaster's advantage. You know, you at least got to cut some people through the zone or whatever. Watch here. Back cut, the defender's
Just
weight.
kind of fell asleep, didn't he?
Well, your weight, what happens is in their overplay, their weight gets on the front end of their foot, Jared. And you can cut them back door, but you've got to set them up.
Taking a while to get it in. Finally gets it into Ingram. Nice pass over to Keys. Bruni thought he had a clean block, but he's going to be called for the foul.
Groveport's interior passing has been good tonight.
Yeah. Jaquan Ingram's played outstanding with the basketball and as well without, getting some rebounds. He made a nice pass there, and Keys can't get the free throw. Both of these teams definitely need to work on their free throw shooting.
It has not been a clinic on free throw shooting tonight for sure.
Second one also no good. Rebounded by the Cruisers. And stolen away by Bruni. Here's Bruni one-on-one to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Cruisers, and a foul immediately by J.D. Thomas. .6:25 to play in the third quarter. Tied up at 24. Tyreek Ruffin looking at that 2-3 zone. Directs some traffic. And almost had it tipped and stolen away by Bruni. Keys' shot's no good. Eaton the rebound. Here come the Gales quickly up the floor.
That's what I mean. You can get it quickly up, Jared. You don't have to shoot it. Good cut right there. Keep cutting back doors.
Eaton going to fire up the three. No good. And rebound and control by the Cruisers.
Now you have to sprint back and find your man and the ball.
Nice dump inside to Keys. Keys is trapped in there. Gets it back to Ruffin. His shot no good. Ingram now. Strong. Can't get it to go. They've missed a lot underneath the bucket tonight. Still loose. And Ingram gets it to go this time.
Yeah, great effort on the boards for the Cruisers.
26-24, Groveport.
Here comes the run and trap.
Thomas runs away from it, takes it all the way the other way and scores it, and he's fouled.
Yeah, nobody stopped the ball. Number one rule in transition defense, stop the basketball. Watch here.
The Dagger Law replay here. It looked like he was going to be trapped.
Yeah.
And then he just outruns him.
Just showed his athleticism. Yep, got him right across with a hack.
Yep.
It's been tight the whole game. Couple of short runs. I know Lancaster was up 5 there. Groveport played well at the end of the half to get the lead. I think we're going to see it tight down the stretch.
Free throw no good.
Yeah.
And Thomas going to pick up another foul. It's going to be 3 on JD.
Yeah, probably going to have to sit him here for a little bit. Here it comes.
Carpenter's going to check in for JD.
Yeah,
with 5:19 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, that 96-foot foul, player has to understand that's got him a spot on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a coach's decision at this point.
Right.
You love the hustle, but you also got to use the head.
We're tied up at 26. Wilson gives it right side to Dennis. And back to Dennis, now in the corner.
I mean, you don't need to be clear out there.
And he stepped on the baseline. Tro Glenn steps out, goes back to Lancaster.
Here's your full court pressure. Oh, boy.
Good hustle by Jeremiah Moore. He took it away and took it right out the door.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get on the bus. Come back, Jeremiah.
Bruni to inbound. Gets it into Ailes. Ailes, smart move.
Get out of the trap area.
Backdoor cut for Allen. Here's Tyler Carpenter for 3 at the top, no good.
See, this is an outlet pass. A missed 3 is an outlet for a transition team, and you pay for it. If you don't make that 3.
Jeremiah Moore scores it. And then a foul going to be called on Groveport. It's going to be called on Ronye Wilson, his second. Tyreek Ruffin comes back in for Groveport. So does Clay Patton. Cruisers lead at 28-26. Groveport coming with full court pressure.
Yeah, here it comes. Here comes the run and jump. Yep.
Ruffin takes it away and scores it.
Just create points is what they do off their pressure, Jared. Another way to score.
4-point lead for Groveport, 30-26.
Oh,
wow.
boy. Yeah.
That was close to a backcourt violation.
Yeah.
And Coach Riggs calls a timeout.
Watch here. Also, when you cross there, he just tripped. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But be patient and back dribble. Once you see the other defender run at you, don't pick your dribble up. Back dribble, create space. The one thing defense can't do, no matter how good it is, they can't guard space. They can guard players. So you want to create space to be able to pass the ball forward, then attack the press. I'm all okay with attacking the press.
Our timeouts tonight are brought to you by the Carriage Company. They're located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. Check out their website at carriagecompany.com. You cannot miss Carriage Company if you're driving through Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
And a big shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tipton and the crew for great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town. It's all at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
Coach Riggs called the timeout. His team trails at 30-26. 4:10 to play in the third quarter. I mean, Groveport has always played tough defense, but it seems like they've really gotten a lot more aggressive even in the second half than what they were in the first.
Yeah, I mean, they were organized, and you knew the pressure was going to come. They play straight man-to-man. They'll run and jump or run and trap. Run and jump means they will switch off defenders, but they want to channel you to the sideline so they only have to defend half the floor. Just got to sit down with the ball like Colton's doing a good job when he gets low with the ball, handling it.
Here's Carpenter. Nice cut by Ailes.
Yeah.
But he didn't finish. He passes it back out to Bruni. Bruni again falls down. And a whistle and a jump ball, and that's going to go to Groveport. Bruni, I just read his lips. He said the floor's wet. He's definitely had trouble
He's
the
lost,
last couple trips. He's
yeah.
lost his balance
Yeah.
twice. His feet have just slipped right from under him. And I just heard the officials say this floor feels slippery everywhere.
Maybe it's warm. You know, it is warmer than normal
Yeah.
outside, about 50 degrees tonight when we got to the game, and maybe there's a lot more perspiration and condensation.
Yeah.
Maybe
The court was redone over the summer. In fact, if you remember, the paint was never painted here, and now it is. It's blue and looks pretty good. They've redone the court. There's a block shot. Bernie going to be called for the foul.
you don't want to foul the jump shooter. If he makes it, he makes it. Actually, Colton played good defense until the end.
There's a look at the key there. Yeah, that used to just be all the wood color, and
Yes.
then they painted it blue over the summer when they stripped it down and redid the floor. As Tyreek Ruffin puts the free throw in. If you've driven down 37 anytime in the last year, you definitely see the huge new building going in. Lancaster High School, new building going to be opening up in just a couple of years. I have not had a chance to tour it yet, but I've heard that it's really it's going to be nice.
You're going to need to rent an Uber to get from one end to the other, buddy.
Cool thing is from the front door, they have one long hallway from the front door to the back. And then, of course, they've got on the left side some academics, the academic side, and then on the right side some athletics and music and things like that. But that long hallway, I understand, is about 750 feet from front door to back door.
I believe that.
Groveport again steals it away.
Yeah, just too many careless turnovers.
Glenn passes it back out to Patton.
Playing a little man-to-man, giving a little man-to-man defense look here. Not a bad change-up at this point.
Quickly to the hoop, but he's fouled. That was Jeremiah Moore, and he's fouled by Cannon Ailes. That'll be his second.
Again, one of their strengths is attacking the basket. You have to understand that. If you guard within arm's length, guard within arm's length and a half. If you're not able to contain the basketball.
Free throw up and good for Jeremiah Moore. Makes it 32-26, another free throw coming. This one no good. Hustled for his own rebound, and he stepped out of bounds though. But no, he called timeout. Really good hustle by Jeremiah Moore. You don't often see the free throw shooter get his own rebound.
No, and that shouldn't happen if you're on the defensive end, but that's great hustle on his part.
Tim, I was checking some scores at halftime of other games. At halftime, Taze Valley leads Bloom Carroll 37-29.
Okay.
That one being played down in Asheville. And Liberty Union, they are leading Hamilton Township 36-23 in the third quarter.
We haven't seen the Lions this year, but they've made some improvement this year. You're just following the scores and haven't had a chance to get out and see them.
We mentioned all the boys' games tonight, girls' games tonight. Lancaster at Groveport, Pick North at Westland, Pickerington Central at Central Crossing, Fairfield Christian at Fisher Catholic, Bern Union at Grove City Christian, and Canal Winchester at Dublin Scioto. Then there's another full slate of games tomorrow. On the boys' side, Logan at Groveport Madison. So Groveport's going to turn around and play again tomorrow night. Grove City Christian's at Bern Union, Millersport at Rosecrans, and Fisher Catholic at Fairfield Christian. Girls tomorrow, Logan Elm at Bloom Carroll, Logan at Groveport Madison. They're going to kind of do a boy-girl. The girls are going to play, then the boys are going to play tomorrow night. Canal Winchester's at Bishop Watterson. It is Pickerington Central taking on Wayne Memorial out of Michigan. That's in the Afrocentric Nubian Classic. And Amanda Clear Creek is at Liberty Union. You saw a shot there, Brant Lightnaker, as well as Wyatt Radford. Two coaches at General Sherman. Brant coaches the 7th grade boys, having a good season. Wyatt coaches the 8th grade boys at General Sherman. 32-26, Groveport leads Lancaster. We're under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Moore drives, kicks it back, and a traveling violation going to be called on Josh Moore.
Yeah, I think it's a little early to kind of spread it. Just run what you normally run. They've had success on the offensive boards.
Bruni going to bring it up for the Gales. Swinging right side to Ailes, takes a screen from Allen. Now Boyden. Bruni with defense from Tro Glenn, gets it right side back to Ailes. Down to 2:16 and counting here in the third quarter. Ailes on the drive, shots in, and he's fouled.
Better possession, Jared. Swung it from side to side, got penetration, and Cannon finished the shot. That's just a much better possession. They haven't had very many good possessions in this quarter. There's been a lot of tip balls and all kinds of crazy things. You just got to be solid here if you're Lancaster.
Shots up and no good. And tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Lancaster. It'll be Bruni to inbound underneath the zone hoop. Gets it in, takes it right back, fires up a three from the corner, no good. Rebound by Savon Dennis.
Yeah, you shoot the three and don't make it, you better get back.
A nice move by Keys, he's fouled. Foul was on the floor. No, say it was on the shot. Or no, it's 5 fouls on the Gales in the quarter, so that's...
Yeah.
So it's Keys at the free throw line for the Cruisers. No good. I'm not sure I've seen this many missed free throws by two teams in a game. I mean, it's a glaring weakness from both these teams.
Yeah, it's not the norm, that's for sure.
Got the second one, 33-28. Cruisers lead. Down to 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here comes Bruni.
They need another good possession.
Yes, they do.
I like the guard, what they call the guard-to-guard pass. Sometimes that relieves that pressure of not throwing the ball to the wing.
Ailes in the corner.
You got to get it reversed. They have not gotten it reversed.
Spin move, puts a shot in and out, and controlled by the Cruisers. That ball was in the cylinder. It came back out. Tyreek Ruffin gives it off to Keys. Check that, it's Dennis. Down to a minute 15 and counting here in the third quarter. Groveport with a 5-point lead. Ruffin inside the paint, kicks it back out. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. In the corner. Patton, skip pass back over to Jeremiah Moore. Moore now on the drive. Dump over to Patton and has it taken away. Here come the Gales. Ailes one-on-one to the hoop, and he got it.
Yeah, good job. Going strong.
Cannon Ailes with 6 in this quarter, 10 for the game.
See, I really feel this tempo helps Lancaster, honestly.
Cannon has 6 of his team's 8 points here in the third quarter. And Ruffin almost lost it out of bounds. Tight D being played by Tyler Carpenter. Shot put up no good for Moore. Eaton now with the basketball, down to 10 seconds.
Go get a shot. You want to get one here.
Down to 4 seconds. Ailes from long range three. Got it!
Yeah.
And we are tied up at 33 as we head to the fourth.
Yeah, outstanding job of running it down to the court. You just want to get a shot, Jared, and you don't want to provide the other team with a shot.
Watch this. He's way out there, too.
He's midway between the three-point line and the volleyball spike line. But the whole key is, even if you don't make it, it's outstanding job of running it down to the end of the quarter.
Cannon Ailes with an outstanding third quarter. He had 12 points in that quarter. No, I'm sorry, 9 points in the quarter. Looking at the score quarter by quarter, Gales led 9-8 after one. trailed 15-13 at halftime. Or I'm sorry, they lost the second quarter 15-13. They win the third quarter 11-10. This is exactly what we expected out of these two teams. Tim, you had a chance. I know I put you on the spot last game and asked you about the RPI rankings and how the seedings for tournament are going to kind of go by that. And you hadn't really done a lot of research on it. You had a chance to research a little more and talk to coaches.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, most of all, the coaches are the ones that are going to be affected by this whole thing, them and their teams. But the real drawback they have is there's no value given to beating teams at a higher level. Or example, like Pick Central, you said tomorrow night's going to play a team from Michigan.
Right.
One of the top teams there. There's no value given to playing or beating a team of that sport. So they're all ranked by what, Max Preps is doing their best, keeping track of wins and losses. But a lot of the coaches have real concerns. But
yeah,
I don't know if everybody's going to be ranked, honestly, but the bottom line is you can solve it because all you got to do is win.
Right. That's true. We start the fourth quarter, tied up at 33. Gales with the basketball. Thomas back in with those 3 fouls. He should be good for this fourth quarter unless he gets a couple quick ones or one quick one.
Yeah, that's good. You know what? That's good. You got to earn the right to play.
Ailes picks up his dribble.
Yeah.
Passes inside. Bruni can't get it to go, but he's fouled.
Yeah, good pass, good cut. But again, Jared, you see the time of the – how many people touched the ball that possession? There was patience. It got reversed and back. You're going to get what you want if you take care of the ball and swing it from side to side.
Foul's called on Savon Dennis. That's his third. Colton goes to the free throw line. Got it. Gives Colton 7 points in the game. Puts the Gales back up by 1, 34-33.
The fact he contributes with the scoring is important, but the most important thing he does is handle the ball. He's the best ball handler they have.
Good job by Colton Bruni. We talked about earlier his struggles at the free throw line, but he came up in a big spot right there and drained both of them.
To me, that's all focus. There's nothing mechanically in there. It's in between his ears and focusing.
He took his time on those much better than he did the first time earlier tonight.
Man, his focus was there. You can tell. You've been around it long enough. You can kind of tell when they're focused.
35-33, Gales lead it. Ruffin, nice pass. Shot no good. Tipped around, controlled by Ingram. Ingram puts it back up again, no good. And Allen with the rebound.
Coach Hampton can't ask for much more.
It's true.
Take your time.
Ailes being worked on by Tro Glenn. Takes a screen. Ailes on the drive inside the paint. Lost it, had it stolen away by Tyreek Ruffin. He's the all-OCC player. Here he comes on the drive. Nice drive by Tyreek Ruffin.
He's a difference maker.
Tied up at 35. Ailes going to stop and pop a three from the top of the key.
As I used to say, if you got the courage to shoot it, you have the courage to make it.
12 points in the second half for Cannon Ailes, and the Gales are up 38-35. Ruffin picks up his dribble. Gives it off left side to Josh Moore. Here's Moore on the drive. Scoop shot no good. Rebounded by the Gales. Eaton quickly up ahead to Bruni and stolen away, but out of bounds is Kamar Keys.
That's a good job by the defender not throwing that back in. It really was a good decision.
There's the three from Ailes.
Again, confident. If you're going to shoot it, make it.
He's up to 16 points in the ball game.
Yeah, as a senior, you should have that in there.
J.D. Thomas in the corner. Dumps it inside, and a foul going to be called on Josh Moore, his first. Kamar Keys comes back in for Groveport. Bruni to inbound underneath his own hoop.
Yep, good strip.
Eaton had it stripped away. Keys has played really good for the Cruisers, and now it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow stays with Groveport. Gabe Boyden checks back in for the Gales to replace Cam Eaton. Inbound comes in to Dennis. Coach Hampton not happy on the side. He definitely wanted something specific to happen, and it didn't happen. He immediately gets somebody up to get ready to check in. There's a nice job, Tyreek Ruffin scoring it.
Yeah, that's a bad gamble.
Yeah, they tried to jump into the passing
Yeah,
lane.
you don't want to gamble.
Bruni picks up his dribble, dumps it back to Thomas. Gales lead at 38-37, 5:09 and counting in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Almost stolen away again.
Yeah, Jimmy the Greek wouldn't have taken those odds that getting through, I'm telling you. Wow.
Here's Bruni. Almost lost his balance again. Gets it
Okay,
off to
this is a
Boyden.
good possession. You'll get what you want if you stay patient.
Ailes inside the paint, off the glass and in.
But again, they were patient. And, you know, whether you like that shot or not, they got penetration and a shot, and Cannon's capable of making shots.
40-37, Gales lead it. Ingram thought about the three in the corner, gets it off to Ruffin.
Stay back.
Little running shot, no good. And, he tried to throw it off of the Gale player, but he accidentally threw it off the zone. It's out of bounds back to the Gales.
Yeah, watch here. You know, look where he is. He's in the blue, Jared. Now, I don't know.
That might be a travel.
Yeah, it may have been, but there's been a few tonight.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Thomas, the tight D being played by Ruffin. He tips it away from behind. Now a foul going to be called on Groveport. They'll call it on Tro Glenn.
Well, you're going to have to be smart. You're going to have to handle the ball because the pressure is going to come. With 4 minutes to go, it's going to come even harder.
Yeah.
And they're going to gamble.
Gales lead at 40-37. Keep in mind these two teams played back in December, and it was won by Groveport 47-41 on December 22nd.
Here's where you got to create space and get to the basket.
Bruni, a drive to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by the Cruisers. And tipped out of bounds. It went off of Keys back to the Gales. Tyler Carpenter checks back into the ball game. He'll give J.D. Thomas a break.
Yeah, J.D.'s needing a little oxygen over there,
Yeah.
buddy. Not used to handling the ball versus that pressure.
Cam Eaton also comes back in. He replaces Gabe Boyden.
Clear now and read what the defenders are doing. Keep your head up, stay low, stay off the sideline. There you go. You got a middle pass, breaks down all pressure in the middle. Ball in the middle. You can't see the back cuts if your head's not up and facing the basket, Jared.
Here's Carpenter to Ailes at the top. 3:30 and counting in the fourth quarter. Gales lead it by 3, 40-37. Bruni. This shot no good. Gales another offensive rebound. Hayden Allen.
Run time.
Hayden Allen has been all over
He
the
has.
offensive boards and defensive boards tonight.
His effort's been tremendous.
It has, for sure. Carpenter back to Eaton. Now Bruni. Down to 3 minutes. Eaton. Good ball fake. Got them off their feet, and they fouled.
Well, I told you ball fakes, shot fakes, and foot fakes work against pressure. And you know what? The longer you make them play defense that hard in a possession, they're going to break down. Any team. So the fact that they got it from side to side, they're getting what they want as long as they swing the basketball. And that doesn't mean be passive. What that means is be patient and then aggressive.
First free throw no good for Eaton. A couple subs coming in, actually 3 of them for Groveport.
And
I tell you, one of the big differences in this half, at least scoring-wise for Groveport, and credit this to the Lancaster defense and Hayden Allen underneath the basket, Jaquan Ingram had 12 points at a half, and he's only got 3 in this second half.
Right. They're back playing man-to-man here. You got to keep them in front of you is all.
Eaton made 1 of 2 at the free throw line, gives the Gales 41-37 lead.
Yeah, you give that up. If he makes it,
wow.
Credit to him.
Clay Patton. That's the first 3 made tonight by the Cruisers. There's an errant pass, almost. Yeah. It was taken away. Jump ball going to stay with the Gales.
Lucky. Sometimes you need a little luck. I'm all good with see the help by Hayden, then that's fine. They haven't made it. Is that the first 3 they've made?
First one.
Yeah, so you give that up. I mean, credit to the player. Hey, you jumped up and shot it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're doing what you need to do. You take the odds and you play it.
Bruni once again to inbound under his own bucket. Gets it into Ailes in the corner, shoots a 3, no good. Eaton tried for the rebound, but it's tipped into the hands of Clay Patton. Ruffin now. Swings it right side. Cruisers down by 1, 41-40. Shot inside the paint, no good for Keys. And now a tie-up, another jump ball, and this time it's going to go to Groveport.
Got to be strong with the ball.
Yep. Tro Glenn will inbound it for the Cruisers. Gets it into Ruffin. 3 in the corner for Glenn, no good. Backside rebound by Eaton.
Yeah, you give that shot up.
41-40, Gales with the lead in the basketball, under 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, good timeout.
In the fourth quarter, yep, Coach Riggs will take one.
And with that being said, as a reminder, you can find live and past games on our YouTube channel. Just search for CLN, your hometown connection, on YouTube to find games and other local programming. While you're there, make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any action. And also, if you're on Facebook and X, which was once called Twitter, check us out on those social media platforms. Just search for Interphase Video Productions.
1:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Gales lead at 41-40. Good look inside the Gales huddle as Coach Kent Riggs. He's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of basketball coaching under his belt. And he's trying to give some of that knowledge to his players right now with a 1-point lead. Try to avenge a loss to Groveport on December 22nd. That one a close one as well, 47-41. Yale's been playing pretty well. They hung tight with Newark for the entire game earlier or last week, and then earlier this week they picked up a win on the road coming from behind to beat Central Crossing.
Anytime you win a road game, no matter what it looks like, you get out of Dodge and be happy about it.
Ailes to inbound, gets it into Bruni. And Bruni has it stripped and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gales.
I really like to see if your offense, I'm coaching from the offensive point here. You want something that's misdirection.
Here's Allen. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Eaton.
No.
Oh. Lots of hands in there. Allen trapped. And officials going to do a good job stepping in and separating some tempers. Foul was called on Groveport. They called it on Clay Patton. That's his third.
Well, that's their fifth. So at this point, you don't need to shoot jump shots if you're Lancaster. Everything should be an attack the basket. You get 2 shots on every foul now. Lancaster does not have a foul this period.
So Hayden Allen will go to the free throw line. No good.
Yeah, looked good, just back iron. He's about 67%, I think, right now.
Jaquan Ingram checks back in for the Cruisers. Second free throw for Allen. Also no good. Rebounded by the Cruisers. Gales lead it by 1, 41-40. Minute 26 and counting in the fourth quarter. Dennis gets it left side to Keys. Keys inside the paint. Left his feet to pass it, and it goes out of bounds to the Gales. So Keys will check out. Josh Moore comes back in for the Cruisers. Full court pressure from Groveport. It's Ruffin on Ailes. We're down to a minute and 10. Ailes drives, shots off the glass, no good. And then a foul going to be called. They called it on Ronye Wilson. No, check that. It's on Savon Dennis, his fourth. So Hayden Allen goes back to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's no good.
And as a coach, there's not a thing you can do.
Second one also no good. Groveport the rebound. Under a minute to play. Gales lead it by 1, 41-40. Tyreek Ruffin with the basketball for the Cruisers on the drive. And it's tied up. A jump ball going to go back to Lancaster.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Good job by Allen. He saw the opening and just reached in and grabbed the basketball, tie it up. But at this point for Groveport, I mean, you keep fouling them because they have not shown that they can make free throws.
I agree. But you're going to go for a steal here first.
Yeah.
You don't just immediately foul.
Bruni gets it into Ailes. Ailes all the way the other way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Josh Moore. Here come the Cruisers down to 38 seconds. Drive, shot, no good. Tipped. Controlled by the Gales, now tied up on the floor. And a jump ball going to be called. It'll stay with Groveport with 29.6 seconds. Now we've got a Groveport player down. I think he's experiencing a cramp. That's Ronye Wilson. So they will have to get a player in for him. So Tyreek Ruffin comes back in for the Cruisers. It'll be Groveport basketball after the tie-up. 29.6 seconds showing on the clock. Lancaster leads it 41-40.
Well, the first thing for Groveport here, number one goal is get it in bounds. And then you just want to get something attacking the basket. That's their strength. They're not going to shoot a jump shot. And as Lancaster defending, you have to understand that.
Here's Ruffin down to 26 seconds. Ruffin crossover dribble, dumps it over. Josh Moore on the drive, gives it off. Ingram has a shot blocked, ball loose. Controlled by the Cruisers, shot off the glass, no good, down to 11 seconds. Gales with the basketball, Eaton is going to be fouled. So Cam Eaton going to go to the free throw line with 9.2 showing on the clock. You cannot discredit the effort by both these teams.
No.
But we have seen a lot of missed shots underneath the bucket and a lot of missed free throws tonight.
Yeah, just rushing themselves, not under control. But like you said, the effort's been tremendous.
Yeah. The foul was called on Josh Moore, his second. So Eaton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. You see some of the young ball players willing on a made free throw here. First one's good for Eaton. Jeremiah Moore checks back in for Groveport. Coach Kent Riggs will call a timeout.
Yeah.
That'll give us a chance. I know there's still 9.2 and anything can happen, but let's get to our players of the game tonight. We'll go with the Groveport player of the game first, brought to you by Bay Food Market. Stop in at Bay's and check out their weekly gourmet burger and brat selection and their weekend steak sale specials. Bay Food Market at the corner of Walnut and Maple Streets in Lancaster.
Well, Jawan Ingram really got them off and starting, and Tyreek Ruffin really stirs their drink and gets things going. So I think when you look at it, Jaquan probably has had the most consistent game for the Cruisers. He's number 10 for junior at 6'4". He's really been active and all over the place on the boards.
So congratulations, number 10, Jaquan Ingram. He is our Groveport player of the game, brought to you by Bay Food Market. Our Lancaster player of the game, brought to you by Savings Bank, where community always comes first. The Savings Bank, proud of our heritage, founded by local people, committed to serving individuals and businesses in southeastern Ohio. Learn more at savingsbank.com.
Well, they've had some players play pretty well. I mean, Cannon is leading the team in scoring, and he's been more assertive tonight offensively and putting the ball in the basket. You got to understand your time and your score situation, but Hayden Allen's effort has just been great all over the floor. But I think you got to recognize Cannon for his effort, putting the ball in the hole, and overall just leading the team in scoring tonight.
Congratulations, Cannon Ailes. There he is, number 20, our Lancaster player of the game, brought to you by the Savings Bank.
Plus, I think Colton Bruni's played a nice game tonight. Done a
Yeah,
lot.
he
He had
has.
a lot of responsibility handling the ball.
Eaton, the second free throw
That's
up
big.
and good. Yes, it was.
Now you can foul them. They got no fouls. Yeah, right now, because they got to make a 3. You got 4 more fouls.
Yep.
As soon as they get it in, let them take a dribble and foul.
Yeah.
Tell the official we're going to foul them.
Groveport going to take a timeout to talk about it. 43-40. Keep in mind, they've only made 1 3-pointer tonight.
So you know what? But still, to win the game, you got to cover the 3-point line. You got to switch any screens, and who cares if they get it 2?
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
And
Just
don't foul.
Don't
the jump
foul
shot.
on a 3.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Cardinal sin.
Right. So 4.4 seconds showing on the clock. Gales lead at 43-40. And in a game that we've talked about, the inefficiency at the free throw line. How about Cam Eaton stepping up when his team needed it, and draining 2 free throws to give him a 3-point lead?
I think in this quarter, he and Colton have both stepped up when they need to make them. But honestly, they just need to get in the gym and shoot as many as they can. Just get that repetition so you're so confident when you go up there.
Yeah. So here we go, 4.4 showing on the clock. It'll be Groveport with the basketball. You see Coach Riggs talking to one of the officials. He may be telling him right now, we're going to foul, possibly.
Yes, as soon as they get
as soon
it
as the ball's inbound.
But you just make sure you reach. Don't make it
Or
intentional.
he's calling a timeout. He wanted to see how they were setting up.
Well, he wanted to see who was where.
Yep.
Because Ruffin probably is their best 3-point shooter, I would guess, here more.
Yeah.
Josh is what the leading scorer, so. But they have not shot it well from the 3 tonight.
Yeah.
But
the only 3 they made was Clay Patton back in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter.
And he's not in the game.
No.
I would be concerned with him if he was in, because he's 6'4" or 5, and he can jump up over you.
Right.
But he's not on the floor right now.
So Coach Riggs saw the setup, saw the personnel, and takes a timeout. Coach Lamont Hampton called the first timeout. These two teams battled to a 47-41 finish with Groveport on top back on December 22nd. Groveport is 6-9 overall, 1-5 in the OCC Buckeye. Lancaster 6-8, 2-4 in the OCC Buckeye. Here we go, 4.4 on the clock.
If you're Hayden Allen, help, because you don't have to guard the paint.
Inbound comes in to Ruffin. Ruffin down to 2 seconds, down to 1 second. They're not going to get a shot off. He stepped out of bounds, and the Gales win it 43-40. They didn't even get a shot off. Wow. What a crazy 4 seconds that was. Ruffin got the pass in the corner late. And I don't think even if he didn't step out of bounds, he was not getting a shot off.
No, he wasn't. Well defended by the Gales.
Watch it right here.
Yeah, watch it. Want to go sideline and run a man to the corner here.
We'll watch the final four. The final four. This is the timeout, actually.
Right. Well, the good thing is, first of all, defensively, you want them to throw the ball back, and they did. Don't let them throw it forward.
Yep, threw it into the backcourt.
Yes, and then you got to chase any shooters or whatever, but you only got to go to the three-point line. You don't have to worry about them driving by you.
Yeah, and Ruffin, it seemed like once he caught in the backcourt, he wasn't really in a big hurry.
No, I thought he was going to try to beat him off the dribble and take it. He's trying to make a pass. Good switch there by Cannon-Nails. Don't reach in, whatever you do.
Wow, I didn't even notice the shot had gone in.
But the time had expired.
Time had expired, and the whistle had already been blown as well. So the Gales win at 43-40. Let's take a look at some final scoring, first of all, for the Groveport Madison Cruisers. Tyreek Ruffin had 9 points. It was Ronier Wilson with 5. Jeremiah Moore had 5. Clay Patton with 3. Josh Moore had 3. And leading the way for the Cruisers was Jaquan Ingram with 15 points. For the Gales, J.D. Thomas finishes with 5 points. Gabe Boyden had 2. Hayden Allen had 4 points. But what he did without the basketball, rebounds, and just defensively, Hayden Allen really played well tonight.
Yeah, his floor game was really solid.
Cam Eaton finished with 6 points, and possibly the biggest points of the game, those 2 free throws late in the fourth.
When you struggled all night as a team, he stepped up and made them when it counted.
Colton Bruni finished with 8, and leading the way for the Gales, Cannon-Nails had an outstanding second half. He finishes with 18 points.
Yeah, just putting the ball in the hole, being aggressive. He drove it. He jumped up and shot and made some big shots that they really needed. But really, Lancaster was much better when they took their time offensively, swung the ball, and turned the pressure to their advantage.
Yeah. So the Gales improved to 7-8 overall, 3-4 in the OCC Buckeye. Groveport drops to 6-10 overall, 1-6 in the OCC Buckeye. Want to invite you to tune in next Friday night. Tim, we're going to have a good one out at Amanda Clear Creek. It's a girls matchup in the Mid-State League Buckeye. Bloom Carroll going to try to get revenge on the Lady Aces. Bloom Carroll right now sits at 12-4 overall, 7-2 in the league. Amanda 13-4 overall, 7-3 in the league, and that's going to be a dandy basketball game next Friday night.
It should be fun.
So join us next Friday. We'll be out at Amanda Clear Creek. The tip-off coming your way right about 7 or 7:30. I want to thank our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. Josh Messerly, Donnie Ziegfeld, Shane Messina, and Tom Russo. Once again, your final score tonight, Lancaster victorious 43-40 right here on Jack Greathouse Court. For our entire Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Buckeye Toyota, Bay Food Market, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Fairfield Medical Center, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Dagger Law, and North Body Shop.